Hello everyone, it's Jacob here to share some information with you about our channels and upcoming videos and all that sort of stuff. No cutesy hyperkinetic editing for you today, no script. I'm just gonna talk, but I'm gonna try and talk relatively quickly and keep this video short all the same. Research runs, Let's Play videos. This whole thing is gonna be slowing down quite a bit for a while here. I've just got a lot of stuff that I need to be doing right now, and I'm splitting my attention between many different projects, and it's gonna be a lot easier if instead of doing 3 videos a week for a little while here, the schedule on research runs is just gonna be kind of inconsistent probably. Some weeks there may be no videos, other weeks there may be 1 video or 3 videos, but it's just gonna be intermittent and inconsistent, unfortunately, for a little while here. The main thing is just that I need to be putting more focus into the main Frustrated Jacob channel right now, at least for a little while. I keep trying to get underway on projects for that, but other things come up and I can't work on YouTube stuff, and then when I can get back around to it, I have deadlines to meet for research runs. So stuff is gonna have to slow down for a while so that I can spread my attention to other places, unfortunately. That being said, if the end game of all of this is hopefully growth, is hopefully bringing in new people who will also enjoy these videos, there will be some other things on research runs to kind of mix things up along the way. You may recall, if you've been here for a long time, that the actual first video on this channel was was video notes, quotation marks, on the user interface design of Persona 5, where I basically just talked about the menus in Persona 5 and other elements of the user interface design for some time. I've always thought that I really liked that format and I'd like to make a ton more videos like it, and then I never did. So maybe we'll see 1 or 2 more of those on research runs in the near future as well. In the meantime, since the schedule is gonna be intermittent, there aren't gonna be Monday, Wednesday, Friday releases for a little bit. I don't know, I would shill the whole subscribe and click the bell thing, but I hear that even that doesn't work, and honestly, I don't really subscribe to people on YouTube is my big secret. I just remember what channels I like and I swing by and check them out every now and then. But I've been told by many people that the notification system on YouTube doesn't work very well, even with all these channels shilling click the bell to get notifications. So I don't know, since videos are gonna be intermittent, if you wanna keep up with everything, I don't normally do this since usually we do follow a strict schedule, but since video uploads are gonna be intermittent for a while here, over on my Twitter account, I will tweet every time that a brand new video comes out on research runs. So if you wanna stay on top of things, you could follow me on Twitter, I guess, but also you could just check back in every now and then, which is what I do. I really think that all these other systems are somewhat unnecessary. There is, of course, the current climate and what's going on in the world right now. It isn't actually disrupting research runs in a major way, because while absolutely Joey and I are not meeting to film Let's Plays at present time, Sonic Adventure is pretty much all, it's all already shot at this point. It's all already on tape, so it wouldn't actually be a problem for us for a little while. That being said, we did have other stuff we were in the middle of shooting that we definitely would have liked to continue filming, but now cannot. With that in mind, there was the thought of, hey, let's do stuff remotely. You know, we have technology, we don't live in the Stone Age, we have the internet and all kinds of stuff, and there was the thought of, okay, this won't work for some things, but maybe I'll pre-record the video, you know, I'll put it on YouTube unlisted, and then Joey and I will get on Skype or Discord or whatever, and we'll both watch the video simultaneously, record the call. Hey, that's commentary on a Let's Play video, that's great. And we were getting stuff squared away to test that. I had filmed footage for essentially what would have turned into research rambles. Essentially just, we wanted to go ahead and test, you know, a couple of things, make sure if there were any issues we were having, any technical problems, we could test it on kind of, low stakes videos where if we lost a research ramble, it's not that big of a deal. And then once we knew everything was working properly, maybe we would jump into a new full Let's Play or something like that. Then I started having internet problems at my house that have not gone away. We're not sure if it is just that we kind of live in the middle of nowhere and we're at the end of the line, and right now everybody is at home watching Netflix all day, so we're just having some slight issues, or if there is actually a real issue that needs to get serviced and Comcast won't send anybody to service it right now. We really don't know. It's a bit of a unique issue because we do still have high-speed internet and everything seems to be working, most of the time, but then it'll just kind of stop working randomly and unpredictably. And even when it is working, when we do have high speed download speed, our upload, which is what I need for streaming and making audio calls and stuff like that, it's kind of completely random. Like if I do a speed test, it'll say, oh, it's doing great, it's screaming. But then if I actually do it, my kilobytes per second when I run stream tests, it'll be sitting at, 4,500. Ooh, that's pretty great. And then it'll dive to 20. And then it'll go back up to 4,500. Then it'll go to 2,000 when I do tests of audio calls on Discord or whatever. It's like, oh, packet loss 0%, 30, 20, 5, 0. Oh, it's 0 again, good. Up to 50, then back down to 0 again. It's completely all over the place and unpredictable. And sometimes when I'll run tests, it'll all work great. It'll run just fine, there's no problems, but it's just, as far as I can tell, it's totally random. So until we can fix those issues, not only am I not capable of live streaming for you guys, I'm not really capable of filming remote Let's Plays either, because our audio calls won't work. So, yeah, that's a whole other situation I gotta deal with now. But since everything has been kind of scrambled with research runs lately, I figure I'll fill you guys in real quick with what's going on with research runs behind the scenes. I don't want to spoil what playthroughs are upcoming, so we're going to be referring to most of them in code, but just to give you guys a little bit of an idea of what exactly is happening. Started shooting the Sonic Adventure 1 playthrough late November 2019, and then we finished it, I want to say like the very ending of February or early March of 2020. It was right in that area. We finished it a little while ago. But a number of other things have been done aside from that. There is playthrough A, which in this case stands for Aiden, which managed to actually meet with Aiden in person for the first time since we finished filming Kingdom Hearts 2, and we shot a very brief playthrough. We only had a couple of hours together, but we did shoot a full playthrough of a short game back in October. Yes, October of 2019. Now that playthrough hasn't come out yet for a number of reasons, but one of them is we didn't want to release a playthrough with Aiden in it and have our people go, oh cool, Aiden's back, if Aiden wasn't actually back, because we still, we can't meet to film very often. Now with the remote recording setup situation that I was trying to get all squared away with Joey, we were trying to also do that with her, so that hopefully we could film stuff, just that would be our regular method of filming, since she can't be here in person very often, if at all. But as I just said a minute ago, internet problems, hopefully that'll get squared away. This whole thing will get sorted out. You guys will be seeing Aiden sometime in the near future, or hearing her. I guess you won't be seeing her. That's inaccurate. Playthrough B stands for Bros, myself and my brother Joshua, when he was back in town in December of 2019 for Christmas break. We sat down to shoot a couple of things. One of them was Titanfall 2, which is already out. And another playthrough that we sat down to shoot was actually just gonna be a research ramble, but we kept going. We were having a good time, and we figured when he was back in town for spring break later on, we would finish it, turn it into a full LP. Though he is back in town right now because of the outbreak. He's been sent back home from college. We haven't actually gotten back around to shooting the rest of that yet, so it is not yet a full LP, but there is playthrough B floating out there in a nebulous, unfinished space right now. After that, there is playthrough C, which was produced again the production began again while my brother was back in town over Christmas break. It was myself, Joshua, and Joey. We all sat down to play a game together. The idea was that we would film as much of it as we could while Joshua was in town, and then we would finish filming it, just myself and Joey, after Joshua left, if we couldn't beat it, which we did not. We were only able to meet twice, all three of us, when Joshua was in town. Now that being said, after he left, Joey and I did not continue filming Playthrough C. We went back to finish filming Sonic Adventure, which we spent the next several recording sessions doing. And then we never actually got back around to filming Playthrough C. For a little while, there was a discussion of, okay, maybe we'll finish it over spring break when Joshua's back in town. If we don't get back to it fast enough, maybe he'll actually get to be in it some more. And then there was, okay, outbreak is happening. Maybe if we can actually meet while he's in town, because school cool, sent him home, then we can finish it, all three of us. But that hasn't happened because, as I said, we haven't filmed anything at all. Before, like the last several times that Joey and I met was finishing Sonic Adventure, and then the one session, I think we did one session for the Outer Worlds, to film the Outer Worlds Ramble, which hopefully I'll get around to finishing the other two parts of that at some point. Watch the first one if you haven't, it's enjoyable. Since I'm not gonna be releasing new videos for a while anyway, might as well go and do the ones you haven't watched yet. Yeah, so basically throughout the spring of 2020, Joey and I finished Sonic Adventure. We shot the Outer Worlds Ramble, and we shot our playthrough of the Final Fantasy VII demo, which was the last thing that we did before it was like, hey, maybe we should stay at home for a while. So no further work has been done on playthrough C. Also, yes, hi, hello, this is Editing Jacob going back through this video. I completely forgot that we wasted a recording session on Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC, which will never come out, but we did technically film it. That was another thing that we blew a weekend on. Back to your regularly scheduled update video recording that wasn't made in post. The unfortunate thing is that playthrough C is the type of game where it really would not work for post-production commentary. That is to say, me recording a static video at home, uploading it, and then Joey and I commentating over it for a couple of reasons. Number one, Joey was the one playing the game. Not that I couldn't switch, but it was just kind of the way that we'd worked that out. He was gonna play that one. And then additionally, one of the next playthroughs that we were talking about doing at some point would be Sonic Adventure 2, and that is very much a game that we would want to play live and that Joey would want to be able to play. With Sonic Adventure, we trade off basically with each character. And we would probably, I don't know if we trade off by character in Sonic Adventure 2, that'd be difficult to do with the way that game is structured. But I'm sure we would trade off and take turns when we do film it, something we would want to film in person. So, with that in mind, there are now a number of hypothetical playthroughs for if the internet gets fixed. There are a couple of, like I said, a couple of rambles planned, mostly just as tests, but if the tests are successful, then they will be released as actual videos. And Joey and I are talking about basically something that we'd thought about doing way down the line, like after Sonic Adventure 2, but now we're like, well, this actually works pretty well for recording commentary over pre-recorded video. There's not that much of a heavy impact on it, so maybe we'll go ahead and shoot that. But again, now things have happened where we can't really shoot that right now. And then Joshua and I are both sitting around here, so after we finish playthrough B, maybe we'll talk about shooting something else, but that hasn't happened yet. We've both been busy with other stuff, so just haven't gotten around to it, if it's gonna happen. But that's the situation right now, just generally, so you guys actually know what's going on behind the scenes, what's happening. There's a couple of different things. The Sonic Adventure playthrough, shot, will continue to come out, though at this point, very slowly, maybe one episode a week, if that. We'll see what happens. Playthrough A with Aiden, very short, would only be a couple of parts. Hopefully, if we get this whole situation figured out, you'll be seeing that relatively soon. Playthrough B for Bros with Joshua and myself. We are actually still technically capable of filming that, so if we actually get back around to filming it, then, that'll be there, but also should be noted, don't expect all these things to come out at once, just because we have something filmed. I don't think we would ever release more than 2 playthroughs at once. In the past, I have overlapped the Final Fantasy VII playthrough and the Kingdom Hearts 1 playthrough, and I have overlapped like the Shovel Knight playthrough and the beginning of the Kingdom Hearts 2 playthrough. I think that 2 playthroughs at once is about all that I can probably handle from an editing standpoint, and also probably all the channel could ever really need from a variety standpoint. So point being, even though there are multiple of these things in the pipeline, don't expect more than 2 of them to ever be coming out at once, and even then it'll usually probably just be 1. Just more work to have to navigate with all that. But anyway, yeah, playthrough B, that'll continue at some point, hopefully. Playthrough C, I don't have a cutesy nickname for that one. A for Aiden and B for Bros. I don't have one for C. I guess to be continued, because who knows if we're gonna get back around to shooting it or not. It'll remain to be seen what happens with that one, and even if it does get shot, it will turn into a, it won't get shot until a while after now, because we have to meet up to do it. So even if we do shoot it, it'll probably come out after the hypothetical playthroughs D and E. D for social distance and E for Ethernet. But that's what's going on behind the scenes. That's what exists. Things have been produced. That's kind of the schedule that they've been produced on. Sonic is the only thing that's been shot consistently. Everything else has only had like 1 or 2 sessions, if that. It's all kind of a mess. But hopefully, if we can get the internet situation sorted out, number one, that'll mean hopefully the beginnings of remote filming. And number two, it'll hopefully mean that streams can resume. But for a while, one way or the other, video production here on Research Runs is going to slow down considerably while I focus on Frustrated Jacob main channel content, which I hope you'll look forward to, of course. Anyway, that's about it. Thanks for listening, everybody. I hope you will look forward to new content on the Frustrated Jacob channel and on Research Runs. Things will be slowing down for a while, and I do apologize for that, but it's really just kind of what has to happen right now for my own sanity, and to be able to make the stuff that I want to make and move through things. I hope that you continue to enjoy the content that we do put out, even though it will be a little bit more sparse. Have a good day, everybody. Stay safe, and that's about it. I'm bad at sign-offs. Adios.